Hare Krishna. Okay, let us get started. I hope you are able to see my presentation. Yeah, warm welcome to all of you. I can see Sudha Mataji, Gayatri Mataji, Madhuri Kaurangi Mataji, Madhuri and Pooja, Ramani Mataji, Sanjana Mataji, Sushila, Vaityanathan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining, and Shobhana Radhika. So there will be few more devotees will be joining. We will get started with the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजादां सगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी दिनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशधारिणे महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुदे देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम
हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. Once again, thank you for joining us. This is going to be a very, very special program. I have done many programs, but this session is very, very closer to my heart because the transformation, the benefit which I got from Srila Prabhupada, I want to share with everyone. So by end of this session, I guarantee you, you will have some transformation. You might have some conception about Bhakti, some conception about ISKCON. You might have a lot of problem in your life. You might be having a lot of challenges, especially COVID time. Near one, dear ones are getting affected. Job problem, money problem. We cannot move around properly. Health issue. There are so many problems. If you read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrta, this is just nothing. What Prabhupada faced, this is whatever we are facing is just nothing. You will have more confidence to face in your life, number one, by reading Srila Prabhupada. Second thing is that the bhakti, whatever you're practicing it, there is a, what do you say, 100-degree change or 360 degrees change or whatever you call it. You might be doing normal sadhana bhakti, you know about ISKCON, I know about Krishna, I know about holy name. But once after reading Srila Prabhupada, my chanting has completely changed. My way of outlooking Krishna consciousness has completely changed. So this is very, very important session, very, very close my heart. I kindly request everyone at least to commit 15 to 16 weeks every Sunday 4:15 to 5:30. Not much, but don't miss this opportunity. We're going to read systematically read Prabhupada Lilamrta, which is the autobiography of Srila Prabhupada. Why this time now? Srila Prabhupada 125th anniversary is coming, right? By the time we complete our 16 weeks course, we will get Prabhupada appearance day. So it will be very nice that all of you can sincerely attend this and kindly promote this. At least you send it to one member or put it in your WhatsApp status or put it in your Facebook. This pamphlet, whatever you have, let there it be a many people get benefited. See, Prabhupada, this is the mode. He was in Vrindavan, he was happy, he was renounced order, he was 70 years old. He has to take so much struggle to spread this movement. He at the cost of his life. There was when he was going on the Jaladuta, he got 2 times heart attack. And he was there was a one place where he was there is his roommate started chasing him to kill him, and he has to practically run without taking any things for his life. Many places he doesn't know where he is going to stay. He didn't have proper place to stay. Why he had to at the 70 anybody would take a risk? He took it. That's because you want to spread this mission. So I humbly request, if you are sincerely appreciating Prabhupada, at least forward this message to at least one person, so that next week we'll have many more souls coming. So without delay, I will start our session. Again, those who have come recently joined, thank you very much. I can see Sanjana Mahendra, Sushila Jagannathan, Maheshwari joined. Thank you very much. So, what is this all about? This to as a Prabhupada tribute for his 125th year anniversary. I will read Srila Prabhupada books. I made some presentation. So, I would recommend to give a small donation of 150 rupees. That includes the book cost. We have a book, Srila Prabhupada book, that will be couriered to you free of cost. If you don't have this book, I strongly recommend. This is one book ever well-wisher book. From this, I'm doing this program. Hare Krishna. Those you can go on mute if you're not speaking. Thank you very much. And this book, if you already have, you don't need to pay. But if you pay, and this book will be couriered to you freely, I would recommend this, highly recommend this to autobiography of Srila Prabhupada book to have it at your house. Whenever you want, you can give it to your friends, family members, children to read. Everyone must read this book. I have only in English. I don't have it in Kannada. So the price is 150 rupees. And also, this will be a motivation for me. Okay, people have paid, registered, so that I can also do much sincere service. Second thing, it's also commitment for you. Okay, I paid. Because whenever you put 10 rupees in the hundi, we might spend a lot of money. We don't mind. But whenever we go to the temple, we put 10 rupees money, then we think it is a big. Similarly, when you pay 150 rupees and register for this course, one is that you get sincerity. Second thing is that any shastra knowledge which you are taking from anything, if you want to get benefit, anything you take it free, it will not have that much impact. So whatever possible, even 10 rupees, 20 rupees, I don't mind, but I'm just telling a minimum of 150. You can give more. Those who give the donation, definitely books will be couriered. It is not for me, but it is for your spiritual benefit. You can give this donation so that you reminded to attend the 16 weeks. That is the intention. So with this, we will start with a small video. Let me know if you are not able to hear or if you have any problem. This will be more interactive session. End of the session, we will have a quiz program. So you have to carefully listen what I'm speaking. End of the program, I will send you online quizzes. It will be a live quiz board. All of you can participate in the live quiz board so that you can remember. And it is more exciting because it's a autobiography of Srila Prabhupada. So like if you go to a movie, right, you see like comedy, you see a fight, you see emotional moments. Everything is there in Srila Prabhupada life. So we sit back and relax. There will be a lot of videos I'll be showing. There'll be a lot of data, other points other than these books. I have compiled it. So you would have a very real interactive session. Wherever you're not able to follow, just give me a rise, and you possible make one or two notes, because I will be asking the quiz at the end of the session. Okay. How many of you are able to hear that music? Was that video was visible? You can chat as well. How many of you were able to see this video and hear? Yes, Sudha Mataji, you are able to hear and see the video?
ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ
Can
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
somebody unmute and speak? I could not able to hear. Sorry?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Able to be on.
Kelsa the video.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ
Yeah,
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Okay, thank you very much. Ivaga baratte. Somebody has raised hands. Let me quickly check the chat. Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear. Thank you very much, Ramani Mataji. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I will disable the panel, hide video floating panel. Okay.
श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद जी ने तो खुद को भगवद गीता के लिए समर्पित कर दिया।
His divine grace that Srila Prabhupada founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And what an extraordinary man he was. At the age of 70, he travelled by ship from India to Boston, suffering 2 heart attacks on the way. He arrived in America alone and penniless.
Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he borrowed some money from someone, insisted a lady to get him a ticket in the boat, in a ship, stays in someone's basement in the cold winter.
But he created this global mission, travelling the world to spread his message.
Srila Prabhupada ji, during his lifetime, he contributed tremendously in spreading this culture, eternal message of humanity, which is the blessings, which is the teachings of Bhagavad Gita.
हर प्रकार की चुनौतियों का सामना करते हुए उन्होंने इस्कॉन जैसा एक अभियान छेड़ा जो आज भगवान श्री कृष्ण के दिखाए मार्ग से दुनिया को परिचित कराने में जुटा हुआ है।
And look at it today, active in 100 countries, with 650 temples, centers, schools and colleges. And here's the best number of all, helping to serve 1.2 million free meals to poor children in India every single day.
All this started by a man who is in his late 70s, remember. One goal and idea. My master, my teacher told me, take the message of Lord Krishna around the world.
It's impossible to fully describe the innumerable spiritual truths gifted to us by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
श्रीला प्रभुपादा जी का ये सपना था कि देश विदेश में भगवान श्री कृष्ण का संकीर्तन हो, हरिनाम संकीर्तन हो हर जगह, जिसे आप सब डिवोटीज like a wildfire, you're all spreading this beautiful message of our Guru, Srila Prabhupada, all over the world, which is really remarkable.
Srila Prabhupada taught us this simple truth. Just love God. Just love Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai!
Hare Krishna. So, okay, let me share again the screen. I hope you are able to see that screen. Hare Krishna. Can somebody confirm that you are able to see the presentation now?
We can see Prabhuji.
Yeah. Now, Nivela helbodu Prabhupada. You might all say Prabhupada ISKCON la matra. Only ISKCON you say Prabhupada Guru. There are so many gurus also available. What is so special about Prabhupada? Alva. And now we have seen that UK President, Matte Prime Minister, sorry, US lalli. ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾವು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ ಯಾರು? ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳೇ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವತಾರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಾನು ಕಲ್ಕಿ ಅವತಾರ, ನಾನು ಆ ಭಗವಾನ್, ಈ ಯೋಗಿ, ಆ ಯೋಗಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವುದು ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ವೇದಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ ಮಹಾಭಾಗವತ್ who is taking birth, they will be written in Bhagavatam or such a scripture as Puranas, Idihasas. There should be some references should be written. Now, Let us see what Prabhupada normally spoke, and we are all ISKCON say Prabhupada is great. Okay, now let us see from Shastric perspective. What is the evidence? Srila Prabhupada is the Acharya, Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru, where is the proof? How are you telling Srila Prabhupada is great? Okay, I am quoting some Shastra's quotation. Please listen very carefully. This is very, very important. Now, this is Thiruvaimoli, Nalayara Divya Prabandham. You all know this the 12 alvars, they were in 7th century, that time. 3rd century, 4th century, 7th century, during different centuries, they have won. They predicted in 7th century what Prabhupada is going to take now. This Nammalvar is one of the Alvar, is Krishna's in himself. He wrote this. Let me read this. Poliga, 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 poitru வல்லுயிர் சாபம் நலியும் நரகமும் நைந்த நமனுக்கு இங்கு யாதொன்றும் இல்லை கலியும் கொடும் கண்டு கொன்மீன் கடல் வண்ணன் போதங்கள் மண்மேல் மலிய புகுந்து இசைப்பாடி ஆடி ஒளி தர கண்டோ. This means that victory, victory, behold something wonderful. All the inauspicious of the living entities destroyed. No one is going to hell. Yamadharmaja has lost his job, and the effects of Kali Yuga cease to exist. This is because all over the world an increasing number of Lord Vishnu's devotees singing his names while dancing and playing musical instrument. ಈ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ವಾರ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ತಿರುವಾಯ್ಮೊಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ during the Kali-yuga time, there will be lot of Vishnu devotees will be singing and dancing. They will not have any sins. Yamadharma, nobody will go to hell. Everybody is going to Vaikunta. That will happen. So this 10,000 year, Prabhupada predicted, this 10,000 is a golden period. This 10,000 years, lot of spiritual activity will happen, because Prabhupada has written a book. Even though he disappeared many years back, it is 125th year, he is celebrating his appearance day. He 1977 he departed, but after many years also, now you would have heard that there are 600 700 plus institutions have been developed. When he was there, he established 108. Now it has multifolded, tripled, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. There are more than 600 temples all over the world. Why this all spreading? It has been predicted that Nammalvar said there will be an increase in Sankirtan. Who has taken this Lord message to all over the world? Only Prabhupada has taken. There is any other person who has taken it, who is preaching like this? No. So this prediction is about Srila Prabhupada. Let me see one more example from Padma Purana. One time what has happened? Bhakti Devi, she was traveling all over India. One time she went to Vrindavan and she started talking to Narada. Idam santam priyatachya videsham gamyate maya. So she is telling to Narada Rishi, I want to go abroad. Bhakti personified tells Narada Muni, I want to go outside India. Now, you can say Bhakti Devi is goddess. She can go anywhere. Why she has to depend on Prabhupada? Please understand, a bhakti will be spreaded, as bhakti will spread through another bhakta only. She will not on his own, she will spread. That's why we say, why you want to take initiation from Guru? Why the Guru required? Why pure devotees required? The bhakti can come only from another bhakta. Only in the heart of the pure devotee, the bhakti, Krishna bhakti stays. So when he gives, when you hear the lectures of somebody, pure Vaishnava, like Srila Prabhupada, then bhakti comes. You might say, I know the Mahamantra, I might know, you might do bhakti, but that is not a complete bhakti. When you take surrender unto the Acharya like Srila Prabhupada, you accept him as a Guru and started reading his books. That's where bhakti is pleased and she would come. A bhakti can be given only by bhakta. Even Krishna cannot give. If you go and pray to Krishna, Krishna give your bhakti. Krishna cannot give bhakti. Why? That is something like a devotee has love for Krishna. See, you can love yourself. To a certain extent you can do. But Krishna is loved by his devotees. So Krishna is sold out to his devotees. When another devotee recommends, Krishna, I want to give Krishna Bhakti to other person, Krishna agrees. Even you directly go and pray to Krishna Bhakti, Krishna cannot give. Even if you want to give, you have to go through another devotee. Through his devotee as a guru like Srila Prabhupada, he can give bhakti. Please understand this very, very important topic. Bhakti cannot spread on its own. There needs to be a devotee who has to spread. That's why we have to live unto Srila Prabhupada. Now, these two quotation clearly talks about that Bhakti want to spread all over the world, and only Srila Prabhupada is done. Let me give you very wonderful one more example of how Srila Prabhupada, it is proven directly here from the Shastras. One time what happened, Krishna has winded up all his pastime in Dwaraka, is going back, and you can see this Gange, Chayamune, Chaiva, Godavari, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jale, right? We tell this mantra. So they're all assembled saying, oh Krishna, what will happen? You are leaving, we are taking your shelter. When you leave it, there will be so much adharma will be happening. People will be coming and bath in our places. What is the solution for us? Now, Bhagirathi, Ganga is speaking. He nata ramana shrestha yashi golokam uttamam ashmakam ka gatis chatra bhavishyati kale yuge. Ganga Devi said, oh Lord, best of lovers, now that you are going to Supreme about Goloka, what is our situation here in this age of Kali? She is asking what will happen to us. Sri Bhagavan Kaleha Pancha Shastrani Vashani Tishta Bhulate Papani Papinyo Yati Yanti Tubhyam Dashyanti Sanatanaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Krishna Heltare, sinful people will come to you, and upon bathing and give their sins, you must remain on the earth for 5,000 years. Krishna has taken, he appeared 5,000 years ago. That's why I'm telling, next 10,000 years, you have to make use of it, go back to Godhead. After 10,000, now itself, it is becoming so degraded. People are not cheating everyone, they're killing people, right? So much degradation. So another 10,000 years, if at all you want to do bhakti, please do in next 10,000 years. After that, it's going to be very, very difficult. After that, no Ganga water, no Kaveri water. Now we are happily taking Kaveri water. They will all slowly disappear. You can see one by one the river, water will come down and slowly they'll go. Because Krishna told they will be here in this Kali Yuga till 5,000 of Kali Yuga. We are just closer to approximately 5,000 years. After few years, these rivers will disappear. Okay. Then Ganga Devi is asking, Man mantro paksha sparshat bhasmi bhutani tatshanat bhavishyanti darshana cha sanandat eva hi janavi. Oh Ganga, then there will be many devotees worshipping being by mantra, and merely by their touch, glancing and bathing in those sins will be immediately born. But Krishna says, don't worry, many people will come and take bath, they'll give their sins. But pure Vaishnava like Srila Prabhupada and many other Vaishnavas will come. They will chant my holy mantra. Just by the touching, they will remove all your sins. Even today, all these rivers, holy rivers, they're waiting for the devotees to come like Srila Prabhupada. Now, this is the conversation clearly proves that Krishna has predicted that there will be a community called this Hare Krishna movement. Vaishnava community will be spreading. Now, there is Chaitanya Bhagavat. There is a clearly written explanation about this. Prithvi prayanta yata ache deshe grama sharvatra sanchara haibe mora nama. In the town village, the word chanting of the name will be here. This is Chaitanya Bhagavat Antilila 4.126. Ebe nama sankirtana tikshna Kadangalana antara Surya Jivera Peliba Katia Yadi Papi Chadi Dharma Dura Deshayaya Mora Senadibadi Bhakta Aibe Tat Haya. So this is mentioned taking the sharp sword of the congregational chanting. He will take an instrument. What is that? Sharp sword. What does the sword represent? The holy name of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I will root out destroy the demonic mentality in the hearts of the conditioned soul. If some people are sinful, escaping and giving up religious principle, go off their far countries, then my commander-in-chief, Senadipati Bhakta, will appear to chase them and distribute Krishna consciousness. Not only India, it is clearly predicted there will be a Senadipati Bhakta who will go to abroad and preach. Which person has gone abroad and preached like this? That's only Srila Prabhupada. So this is hidden way. It is Shastra has perfectly given, glorified a person who is a pure devotee. So what else we need proof? Now why we need to ask, somebody can ask why 16 next 16 weeks I need to attend. This is the only one reason you have to attend. If it is, there are so many reasons, but if you ask me, tell me Prabhuji one reason why I should attend this, I am telling you, this is what we are also facing so many issues in the life, Prabhupada. But see what Prabhupada has faced. He was comfortably sitting. He retired from his life. He left his family. He went to Vrindavan. He was nicely doing Radha Damodar temple. There is a beautiful temple where he has been given a room. He was happily writing Srimad Bhagavatam, reading. He was doing it. He did, that is the Vrindavan is still like all the devotees around that place is also devotees. Everybody is Radharani is praying. If you have gone to Vrindavan, then definitely you know what I'm talking. Such a holy place. Everyone is talking about Radhe, Radhe. There are 5,000 temples around that, always bell ringing, somebody is chanting. It is always a divine place, capital of devotion. Then he decided to go to the capital of the most degraded place in the world, America, a place called Bowery. Okay, so what is a big deal? And there are a lot of people go and preach, but he chose this decision to go at the age of 70. Imagine now we are at 30, 40 only. We are struggling with so much, even small problem. We are not able to get up, and there's so much body pain. We have to travel 3-4 hours to our office, come back, then we are exhausted. Imagine at 70 plus, anybody without help, can we live? First of all, we don't know we'll live for 70 years. Even after, if let's say argument's sake we live, does anyone you seeing 70 years old person actively doing something? Worst case, they will sit something, they'll do japa, they will eat something. But Prabhupada took this decision at the age of 70. Now, second problem, does he had big wealth, money? He doesn't have, he had penniless, he had 40 rupees. What is 40 rupees in US dollar that time? There's nothing. That also he gave it to some of the sons saying that this 40 rupees will not be of use. And he was boarding Jaladuta, a cargo ship, because there is no flight, there is no money, nobody is giving a passage. Then he requested somebody to give at least passage in the cargo ship. He had absolutely no money. You want to start international society, you are at the age of 70, you don't have money, right? Then there is no detailed strategy. Means you, if I have to do this program 1 week before, I've told you, circulated saying that please register for this program. I'm sending in the WhatsApp reminder. I'm calling you, so many of you. Imagine though, this is all not there. I'm trying to conduct a program. I have to call you. The phone is not there. You have to preach. You don't know the place where you're going to go. Bangalore, then you have some friends you can call up. You're going to a place where there's nobody is there. There is no strategy how the people will be there. I'm going to conduct this program or that program. Nothing. No knowledge of the place. Imagine you have to suddenly go to abroad. There's nobody else you knew. You will start searching Google, right? Where is the hotel accommodation? Where is this place? How much is the office destination to other place? Do you have any distant relative or not? Absolutely no knowledge of this place. Prabhupada never traveled outside India in his lifetime. Now at least you have some data information. You can read some Google page and things like that. Call up some friends. That time, what? Who will ask Prabhupada? There is no one has now no information, no internet, no Google, right? He doesn't know about this place. Does there anybody to support? Prabhupada, when we landed, he doesn't know he had to turn left or he had to turn right because he didn't know anybody. Imagine, and there is no contact. There is no proper contact to support. Then he went straight away into the most degraded. At least if you go to USA, there are very good posh places available, very good places available. You would have probably have landed comfortably. You would have done the program. No, he went to the most worst place. There was a counterculture happening. When you say counterculture, they don't respect any elders elder than 30-40 years. Number two, they don't follow the proper culture in sense they want to do whatever they want. They want to take LSD, marijuana, whatever intoxicating drugs they want to take. They want to have illicit sex. There is no marriage life. They want to be nude community. They want to do whatever they like, free to do. They were literally breaking all the 4 regulative principles which they can do. Now, Prabhupada is directly landing into the place where the capital of degradation. This is the extreme end. One place there is no culture, no ethics. They don't respect elders. They don't even respect their parents. They don't follow all the 4 regulative principles. They don't know about Krishna. And he has to preach at the age of 70. Imagine anybody, one of us would have in our life, would have faced so much problem. Like Prabhupada would have faced any problem. In India, he was struggling. He wouldn't, sometimes he would not have money to spread this BTG, Back to Godhead magazine. Prabhupada would take in hands few books. He would himself print it, take it. He will distribute, ask people, please read about, know about Krishna. India, we did not respect him. Sometime he would go on the sun and he would get a sunstroke and he will fall off. Nobody is there to take care of him. Somebody will give later some water. pity him because he's an old person. He single-handedly struggled so much to give his life for Krishna consciousness. Why he has to struggle? Anybody has to struggle like this? When he was comfortably sitting in the life Vrindavan, holy place, chant 70 years, another 10 years, he can happily chant it or left his body, and a lot of local people respecting there. Babaji knows about it. Why he has to go to such a place where he had to cook, he had to share a fridge with other people who is giving meat intoxication. There is no place, proper clean place to stay. But he went only on one mission, that his guru told him, ordered him that you have to do this. Then you see the young people, he has to preach to the young people. On top of it, if he has to preach the old people, that's okay. This 30 years plus, they never listen to anybody, anything above 30 plus years. Now he has to go to the Bauri place. It is a place where they don't listen to. He see the transformation. What he did in 11 years, please note down, in 11 years, he traveled the globe 14 times. He traveled the globe 14 times, spreading all over the Krishna consciousness. He established 108 temples, and he wrote 147 volume of books, and he made 10,000 disciples. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Amazing. This, who can do that? Unless somebody is empowered by Srila Prabhupada, nobody can do this. Actually, one time there is one devotee, Indian devotee, he went to Norway, place called Norway. And what is happening is, he thought, okay, it is very remote place. Actually, this place is somewhere in the Europe top. This place, only 2 hours sunlight you get. Sometime 10, 11 o'clock sun will come, 12 o'clock it will go. There is no sunlight only. And there is not many people, doesn't want to go, very cold country. First of all, there is not many people living there, that condition. Even you go there, there will be no devotee. But this devotee went, he is surprised to see that there were some devotees chanting. See the Prabhupada penetration. It's not the only top cities, Europe, London, America he covered. He went into a nook and corner of every world. Every world it was spreading. People were reading his books, becoming a devotee. And one time he went to Africa. Some remote villages Prabhupada was going. He thought, okay, let me spread this message. He got down, he went to a school. One headmaster, black American, African started running, and he paid obeisances. And his wife also came. She also paid obeisance. Then he saw Prabhupada, they were wearing Kantimala, Japamala, chanting. And he said, Prabhupada, surprise, how are you become devotee now? I never been to Africa, this is the first time I'm coming, you are already devotee. Then they said, one time we went abroad, we saw your books, we started following based on your books, is that we are following. Prabhupada books are the basics. I'm telling you, if you read Srila Prabhupada books, guaranteed, because it is not written by Prabhupada. Prabhupada told, this is Krishna instructed him, whatever Krishna instructed, I've written down. If you are very serious about Krishna consciousness, every day at least one page you have to read. Prabhupada would get up, he would sleep at 10, he would get up at 11:30, 1.5 hours sleep. And the entire night he would translate. 11 years. He made 147 volume of books. I can't emphasize more on his books writing. Okay, let me give you more statistics. Between 1968 to 77, that is 11 years, he dictated 22,000 pages of text. And he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is, please note, it is 18,000 verses. If you read, let's say, Prabhuji, every day I will read one sloka, 18,000 slokas. You know how many years it will take? It will take literally 49 years, 31. Let me repeat, 49 years, 31 years it will take to complete if you read one sloka per day. You have Bhagavad Gita, 700 slokas. If you read only purport daily, it will take 2 years to complete his entire translation if you want to read his books. And he written 17 volumes of Chaitanya Charitamrita, total of 2,170 pages. You know how many verses? 11,555 verses. It would take about 31 years and 31.6 years to complete if you read one sloka per day, right? Like this 147 volumes of books is written. Let's say every day, monthly average, you're reading one book. You know how long it is going to take? It is going to take 13 years. Now, if we, let's say this year I dedicate myself, every month I start reading small to big books, 147 books. I read, it's going to take me 13 years. If you read one sloka, God knows how many years you're going to take. Everything he did, he plus constructed another temple, he trained his disciples, he traveled all over the world, he made so many public programs, scientists, TV interviews, personally managing the money, creating a BPT. Imagine a person at 70 without any help. Can he do that? Then why we should not read his Lilamrta and understand? We see his challenges, whatever he has undergone, we are just nothing. Nothing. Our problems will become, and he's a pure devotee. Krishna, why he has to give trouble? He approached many people for help, but Krishna made sure that he did not get help. Why? Because Krishna want to credit to Srila Prabhupada that he is alone single-handedly can do this miracle because of my mercy. In the world, he want to prove a case study. Somebody says, if you depend on Krishna, what will come? If I do practice Krishna consciousness, there is he approached his god brothers, he approached many business people, he approached many people, he wrote letters, thousands of letters. Nobody helped him, but he single-handedly managed to build this entire empire. Krishna want to dedicate this, prove this world that my devotee can do this miracle. Okay, now we are entering into the chapter 1. So there are 32 chapters roughly. I will try to do as much possible. Today I will do only chapter 1, but next week onwards I'll be covering, since introduction today I was taking time. Next week onwards we will quickly go through from his childhood to how he established, how he struggled in India, League of Devotees, various places. Then he retired from his family life, his business, and how he was trying to do all those things. We will try to do all those stuff. Then he goes to America. From that episode, we'll see how he's traveled in Jaladutta, how he was getting his visa. Then he went to America, Bori. I was talking about the filthy place where Prabhupada went and started this place, most degraded place. Then we can see slowly, and he coming back to India, how he's established Mayapur, Vrindavan. This is the complete story, and finally he's departing this world. So this is the complete life history, but we'll be looking into each and every section of this book. So Prabhupada had very vibrant childhood. Okay. Now this is the chapter 1. It's about a childly livelihood. There are two things Prabhupada is highlighting. This is Prabhupada's word. We would be sleeping and father would be doing arti. Ding, 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 ding. We would hear the bell and wake up and seeing him bowing down before Krishna. Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, can you go on mute, please? One second. Zoom, where is Zoom? Okay, let me mute the participant. Okay, thank you. So Prabhupada is telling that he learned all the Krishna consciousness from his father, and very young age he wanted to do Ratha Yatra. So he told his father, I want to do Ratha Yatra. He thought people just playing with the toys, but it became such a big festival. He made everyone to invite and things like that. From my childhood, we can see that Prabhupada is very determined in devotion service. So somebody can ask, what is that I can learn from this? You can learn that if parents follow something, then the kids will follow. The Prabhupada told, all the Krishna conscious thing which I'm giving, I've learned from my father. Only printing books, how to construct a temple management, this is what I've learned from my guru. Other than that, doing who is Krishna, how to do puja, how to play mridanga, how to do devotion service. If we practice, it's more than words. Our activities speak loud. The kids will learn automatically. You don't need to tell your kids what you need to follow. If you systematically follow, if you chant, if you do reading, they'll automatically follow. So Prabhupada's impression is that his father was very simple devotee, a cloth merchant, and he was having this vibrant community. So that's what the one life lesson takeaway. Somebody is asking, what's the takeaway? If we follow, then the kids will follow. Now I will quickly show you the autobiography of a Prabhupada. This is wonderful because any Vaishnava Acharya comes, it's not material thing. Who is his father? Who is mother? Sometimes you think why we should talk about all those things. We can directly jump into what our activities he has done. especially related to Krishna consciousness. It's not like that. A place where when the Acharya born around the 100-mile radius, it becomes a holy place. The all his relationship and other people, it becomes all holy. So it's very important to know about this person. So his full name is Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. He was called his nickname Abhay Charan De or Nandadulal. This is because one day after Janmashtami, Prabhupada is born and the Nandotsav next day. So when Krishna is born, next day Nanda Maharaj, his father, wanted to give a treat. Everybody, he started giving charity. He conducted big festival. So Prabhupada is born next day after Janmashtami. This signifies any person who is born, see the significance. Nandotsava day. So that's why he was named Nandadulal. And his date of birth was 1st September 1896. 1st September 1896, he born in a village called Toli Gungai. So this place is the maternal place. It is not where Prabhupada stayed. Gaur Mohan Des, his father. It is not the place. When his mother went to a delivery, they generally stay in the father's place. That is in the Calcutta. That's where Adi Ganga is also flowing. It's a very, very holy place within 1 kilometer radius. This Toli Gungai, very, very wonderful place. And Prabhupada in this material world, he left this material world, this planet on 14th November 1977. And in the place Vrindavan he died, he was at the time of death 81 years. And his signature you can see. And he studied in the school, Harrison Road. Harrison Road is a place where he used to live. Govinda Bhavan is a place his father place, Gaur Mohan De, after born in Toli Gungai, he came to this place. Then he studied in the Scottish Church College, that is the advanced college. The schooling he did it in the school near at Harrison Road. He had a father, Gaur Mohan De, mother is Rajini De, and he had one brother as well, Krishna Charan, and he had sisters, Rajeshwari, Bhavadarini. In the picture you can see here, you can see in the center old person is Gaur Mohan De, his father. Left side is what Srila Prabhupada is with his elder son Prayagraj, and leftmost side the Mataji is Rajini, sorry, not mother, that was his wife, Radharani. Then right hand side is sister Rajeshwari with her daughter. And like that you can see, and behind that two people are standing. One is his brother. So Prabhupada is sitting the leftmost corner. You can see the Bhavadarini Devi. Pishima Mataji is very fondly known as, and whatever she cooks, Prabhupada would eat. She would so much love for Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada had Rajeshwari, Bhavadarini as a sister and one brother. And he also had his own childrens. He had 4 children, 3 of them his sons, 1 daughter he had. Prabhupada also had a family life. Okay, now I take you to small place where his birth is there. Okay, so this is the birthplace where Prabhupada mother, Rajni Day, she went his father's place. That's a tree you saw, jackfruit tree. This 125 years old. He born under this jackfruit tree. As soon as he was born, the astrologer were predicted. They asked Prabhupada, like, how he will become. Then astrologer predicted at the age of 70, he would spread a missionary, he would conduct a missionary activity, and he would travel abroad and establish 108 temple. So from the day when he is born, Prabhupada, his father, Gaur Mohan, they knew that his son will be a world-class preacher. And from the day when he started preparing him and practice of Bhakti Yoga like that, and that under that tree still, this 125 years old jackfruit tree is still there, and opposite to the house where you can see the temple we went, such a holy place, that's a holy place, a village near there Prabhupada was born. After that Prabhupada is born, he came to his father place. This you can see in the picture, right, leftmost top corner, Govinda Bhavan. This is the Bhavan, used to be held by the Mullik family, and so Prabhupada is to, his father is to hire some 3-story building there, then his family is to live there happily. And opposite to this road, Govinda Bhavan, there is a Radha Govindji. Prabhupada is to go in childhood every day to have darshan of the Radha Govindaji. It's very, very famous temple. We will be reading more about this in the next, now after this session. Then rightmost top corner, you can see that is the school where Prabhupada was going. This place is called Mutti Lal Seal School. This is MG Road, Kolkata. Motilal is like, there is one person, Mullik family. They are very, very rich. The entire street, they had all the property. So he was doing a free school, and like that, Prabhupada used to go to the school. And below then is Scottish Church, famous Scottish Church, where, he studied and things like that. Okay, now moving on to the next. A quick video of where Prabhupada used to live, that place.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to this session with the Gauriya Treasures of Bengal. So today we have arrived at a very special place. We have arrived at Sri Radha Govinda Devji temple. Now this temple is situated in the Barabazar area of North Kolkata. This is the temple where Srila Prabhupada used to visit very frequently during his childhood days. He used to visit this temple along with his sister Bhavatarini Devi. And Srila Prabhupada reveals, Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada reveals in one of his later conversations that Sri Radha Govinda Devji was his inspiration of his spiritual life. Prabhupada was brought up over here in this part of the city, and Sri Gormon Dev, Prabhupada's father, had rented a small house just opposite to this temple at Govinda Bhavan. Even Prabhupada's school, Sri Motilal Seal School, is a stone's throw from this place. So this is a very special place, a very exalted place.
Okay, now I will try to summarize some of the important things. Then we can try to wind up by 5:25 or something. Then after that, we'll have a quiz program at 5:25. So as I said, Srila Prabhupada is born in the next day of Krishna appearance day, Nandotsav day. Astrologer prediction happened at 70. He would cross the ocean, become a great exponent of religion, and open 120 temples. His place was 151 Harrison Road. We just now saw the last video, the temple Radha Govindji temple. Just opposite to that, Prabhupada used to stay. His father was a cloth merchant. They belonged to Swarna Varnik. They are very rich business community. The same community, say different Gotra is Mullik family I was talking. So this entire Harrison Road was belonged to Lokanath Mullik. including the Radha Govinda temple. So Prabhupada, along with this friend, he would daily visit. He's called Siddheshwar Mullik. He would call Prabhupada as Moti because he would be very nice looking. And his son, always when we crosses Prabhupada house, he would say, "I want Abhay." So Abhay and his friends, they were very close. These both the kids, they would walk. He will push chair, they will wheelchair. He will go to the temple, and they would wander. And he used to have wonderful association from childhood. He always thinks about the Lord. Then Srila Prabhupada is telling, I can remember standing at the doorway of Radha Govinda temple, saying prayers to Radha Govinda Murti. I would watch for hours together. The deity was so beautiful with his slanted eyes. So we have seen that Radha Govindji deities now. Prabhupada was 1.5 years old. He fell ill with typhoid. So there is a family, you all know all this famous pastime. There was a Dr. Bose, was a physician. He told he had to give chicken soup. Unless he gives chicken soup, he cannot recover from typhoid. But Gormohan, they said, we are Vaishnavas community. How can my son can take non-vegetarian? But they said, no, he will not survive unless you give them. He did not agree, but still he said, I can't cook in my house. Then the Dr. Bose said, I will cook in my house. You just give him to allow me to feed him. That's all. He reluctantly agreed. As soon as Prabhupada had tasted 1 spoon of that soup, he vomited completely. Then he said, I knew that no, his government, Prabhupada is a pure devotee. Let him die, let me give Charnamrit. He survives, let him survive. If not, Radha Govinda will help him. So he put in front of the deities, he gave him Charnamrit, and Prabhupada miraculously he was recovered. So from this we can childhood know that Prabhupada was even childhood, he was displaying such an exaltant pastime. So there is one time Prabhupada was playing there when he was 3. There was some fatal fire burning happened. Someone was playing the lantern is something he dropped, fire caught up. Suddenly one person, we don't know, they never seen him such a person. Suddenly he came and helped Prabhupada. He dosed off the fire. There was little scratch, that's all, but Prabhupada escaped. And we don't know till date who's that person who came and helped. So in 1900, when Prabhupada was 4, the plague hit Calcutta. So there was one Baba. What he did is he started chanting Harinama Sankirtana. That time they knew this is the entire Kolkata Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. They were following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not only Prabhupada is introduced. This culture is there. The entire that area is called Goramandal Bhumi, where Gauranga Mahaprabhu was born, Mayapur. Around that area is Goramandal Bhumi, and everybody was following this culture. So there is some Babas, they thought, okay, by chanting this plague can go. So he chanted, including in Hindu, Muslim, Christianity. When COVID is there, we have been telling that, please do chant. Jayapatka Maharaj always tells, if you chant, this will go away, because he sees the example. This has been already proven. If this kind of pandemic situation comes, this is the life lesson we can learn from Acharyas. Why we should read this Acharya? It's just not interesting. I'm learned to autobiography. You can practically apply. The same pandemic was happening at smaller scale. Maybe only at Calcutta, plague was happening. They did Harinam Sankirtan every door to door, literally. Then after that, the Babaji came to Gaur Mohande's house. They have been given a prasadam. And Prabhupada was very, very, very small, at 4 years old. And he started joining those Vaishnavas. Not Vaishnavas, some Babajis. He also went along with them. He did Kirtan. Then he came back home along with them. So this is one more life lesson learned. What is that we can learn from this page is that anywhere we have this pandemic or any other situation, we should simply depend on Krishna. Of course, we need to do treatment what is required minimum. But if Krishna is not can't protect, Rake Mare Krishna, Krishna Mare Rake, we can't do anything about it. Rather more dependent Lord Krishna, rather more dependency on him. So sometime Gaur Mohan they has to correct Prabhupada. He knew he's supposed to be a great devotee. How one should treat his children, how one should take a parenting. See, this is another example of parenting lesson. One more beautiful lessons. We give so much money to learn how to parenting, art of parenting. We read books, we talk to them, so many people, psychiatrists, so many people, we take information. But Prabhupada is teaching how to handle your son. When your son make a mistake, he has to correct it. We cannot say that I will not correct. I love him so much. His father used to say, my son, I need to correct you. It is my duty. Please excuse me. He would apologize, then he would correct him. He would chastise him. He said, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though he is supreme personality of Godhead, his father used to chastise him, correct him, then he would ask apology. So we also need to know that our kids are also devotees. Sometimes we need to know correcting. It's very sometimes taking extreme. Either we take soft corner, we don't correct them, or we take extreme step of correcting them. But we need to balance in between, and we are also respect them because they are not ordinary souls. A person who is born in our family, Vaishnava family, right from the beginning is following for regulative principle, opportunity to hear Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They are not ordinary soul unless there is a previous sukruti they have done, unless they pious credit they have done. They cannot take birth in such kind of families. So we also need to be little careful about it. So this is a wonderful point, life lesson we can learn. I'll be keep on telling these life lessons. Please make a note of it. It is very, very useful. So the next one, his father was, even though it is not middle class family, not so wealthy, but they never had shortage of food or anything. Whatever he required, his father did. So he would mango, then there will be plenty of mangoes. Life was simple. There was plenty. They did not have motor car or luxurious life, but life was more luxury. His father would receive guest 5 people at least minimum a day. Sadhus will come. He would feed them nice prasadam. Huh? Then his father is to tell God has 10 hands. If he want to take away from you with 2 hands, how much you can protect? And when he wants to give you with the 10 hands, then with the 2 hands, how much you can take? So he never bothered. He always depended on Krishna. Krishna will give how much he wants. If he gives with the 10 hand, how much 2 hand you can take it? So he used to have whatever it is there. If comfortably he brought up the kids, and he would get up very rise little late around 7 or 8, then he would taking bath, go to purchasing, then 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock afternoon he goes to engages in puja, then take a lunch, then after that he go to open the shop. He does business for 3 or 4 hours. So his main purpose is, our main life goal of aim is that of course we need to work, we need to earn money, we need to have property, but we need to balance our swadharma and sanatana dharma. Here from example another life lesson to be learned. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we need to follow 2 dharmas. One is that Swadharma means your responsibility towards yourself, your family, your country, your society, that you have to do. Second, Sanatana Dharma is that towards Bhagavatam or towards Krishna, what is the Dharma you have to do? He is a perfect example. 4-5 hours he would do business, rest of the time he would do Bhagavad Dharma. So Prabhupada says that my father namesake he was doing business, but otherwise his main business is doing puja. He would hear. We take again extreme cases. Either we take extreme case of taking Swadharma, we take perfectly our life balance and kids and family, nation, but we forget to do Swadharma. Or we go to other extreme, we take only Swadharma, we leave our responsibility. Krishna never said you have to give up anything. You have to take care of it. So this is an amazing example, another example of how a Grahastha should maintain our life. This is another pastime we can learn from, another life lesson. So right from the beginning, Gaur Mohande wanted Abhay to become a servant or Radharani. He would teach him sadhus. He would bring, he play mridanga, and he will bring the sadhus. They say, please bless him, my son. He has to become devotee. So receiving guest, this is another important thing. Receiving a sadhus, taking their blessings. That is always beneficial. Whenever we see the elderly person touching their lotus feet, seeking their blessing, or a sadhu comes, this you can extend it to your parents also. Nowadays, most of the time, we don't have the culture of touching their parents, seeking their blessing when you take the some important steps and things like that. This is the important Vaishnava culture one should learn. Then this family wanted him to become a British lawyer. That time it is a very, very famous like Gandhi, Nehru. If you all see, they're all barrister. They call it as a barrister. Anybody who goes abroad and reads law, then he becomes a big person. But his father said, no, I don't want my son to be like that. He arranged a professional Mridanga player. Prabhupada not even able to reach Mridanga. It is quite big for him, but he's tried to learn like that. He was very pet child. He also liked kachori very much. One time Prabhupada, he would take pocket full of kachoris out. He's called Kachori Mukhi. He had names like Moti, Nandulal, Nandu, and Kocha. And also his grandmother called him Kachori Mukhi because he used to eat kachoris. One time his mother, Prabhupada demanded his mother, please make kachoris. He said, you're asking kachori, I will not make. One time Srila Prabhupada went to bed without taking kachori. His father came and he realized, how can you deny our son's desire? He made sure that night 10 o'clock, he made her wife to make kachori. Then he woke up Prabhupada and offered him kachori like that. And Prabhupada used to get imported shoes. His father used to take her initially Kashmir shawls. And Prabhupada would like toy gun. One time his father gave toy gun and Prabhupada said, I want two. His mother said, no, one is enough. Why are you asking another one? Prabhupada started lying on the ground and he started kicking like any other child. Sometimes we might bewildered how this child like behaving like a normal child. We can understand. But his father, like then offered something, and his mother would take a lot of austerities. She would offer some blood from her breast so that Prabhupada can be taken care. And one time she taken a vow: eat with left hand till his son will ask him, "Why your mother? Why are you eating left hand?" Because when the kids they don't observe, they're playful. Because she thought because of this vrata, the son can be protected. So she started eating left hand till Prabhupada one day asked, "Mother, why are you eating in left hand?" Then she stopped and changed to right hand. So this kind of vrata she used to follow. His father would be very compassionate. He would buy whatever things he want, and mother is simply loving Srila Prabhupada. So, and like Prabhupada says, Mother Yashoda would chant mantras in the morning to protect Krishna from all dangers throughout the day. When Krishna killed some demon, she thought that it was due to her chanting. My mother would do similar things with me. She would chant. One time, Prabhupada got not he ate watermelon seeds. Then the friends told, like small kids like us, we also would have heard, "Oh, the tree is going to grow from your belly. What are you going to do?" Then Prabhupada crying and came, "Mother, I ate sweet watermelon seed. My tree is going to grow from paid." Then mother told immediately, "Let me chant some mantra." She chanted some mantra. Then she said, "With the power of mantra, the trees will not grow now." So from the childhood, he was taught the values of depending on the Krishna, chanting of the mantras. And Prabhupada was very, very naughty. He would break something sometimes, like that. He would cry on the ground like that. So when he was 6 years old, he asked his father, "Father, can I worship Radha Govind deity?" And his father fond of giving. You can see in the picture Prabhupada in the beginning I was mentioning. He was given a picture of Radha Govindev and he used to worship them. So it is also habit like you can also make your kids. You can give some pictures or tall toys of Krishna and you ask them to decorate nicely. You can ask them to take garland. This is another life lesson: how to bring a Krishna conscious children. How you make the devotee when they play, you can also give them something like this. When they grow up, you can buy some photos or pictures, small murtis. They can like age to age after age, we can pass on those deities to them. And Prabhupada has so much love taking care of those uh, of the deities. So this is the school. Then Prabhupada, the Murti Lal Seal Free School, that's what he went. And he turned around 10 and he was watching the railway track being laid out. At the age of 12, he was initiated by a professional guru, so-called guru. And he used to tell, his guru is to tell about glories of his guru. The guru who initiated Prabhupada, he had his own guru. That guru, he would tell, he would take pomegranate from somewhere in different place, part of the world, and he can travel to Mathura, Dwaraka, sitting next to him. He had so much siddhi and all. But Prabhupada was not that much impressed, but still he was initiated by him professionally. One time there was a big riot was happening. You used to live, so the Calcutta used to be a place where there are two parts. The central part of it, the British people with their colonies, they used to live royally. Northern part of the Calcutta, where we have seen this Govinda temple and the place Toli Gange. So all these places where Prabhupada, the Calcutta, the Indians used to live, they used to wear normal dress, but they should be faithful. And this place also Muhammad, lot of, except this Harrison Road, other places full of Muslims. One, they started beating each other, and one person started chasing Prabhupada. He thought he will almost die. Suddenly, some person came and miraculously escaped from that place, and Prabhupada escaped miraculously from that. Uh, then also at the age of 15, Prabhupada is again affected with beriberi and he got cured later. And the age of 46, his mother suddenly died. At the later age, his mother has died and Prabhupada is feeling very bad and his father is trying to console him, saying that, you you depend on Krishna. So this is the chapter 1 ends. Now what is we are going to do is in the chat box, I am going to put a link. All of you please try to log into this link. We're going to have a quiz program. Whatever so far we have seen, that will be done as a quiz program. Let me open my screen. Meanwhile, all of you log into your mobile, whatever instrument you have. Please log in. Save. What's happening? Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second. So all of you start logging in to the number which I given in the chat box. Anybody are you able to see my screen? In the chat box I've given, it's myquiz.org/p. The code is 741436. I don't see any active users logging in. Kindly please log in. We will have a quick quiz program on whatever I spoke. You can attempt it if no problem. Can I request all of you to join? Hare Krishna, I don't see any users logging in. Does any, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji, you're audible.
Yeah. So, what is the email ID, Prabhuji, that we need to log in?
You can give your own email ID. You don't, you can
Okay,
use your
and the
personal
password?
email ID. You can directly
Password
click
is
this link. You should not ask any password. This can directly take you to the link. I don't know. There are active 5 users already logged in. They can help.
okay. Okay, fine. So
No
let
password
me.
required, Prabhuji. Just click on the
No
link.
password required. Just click on the. It is myquiz myquiz.org/p/741-436.
Okay.
6 users. We have 17 users. At least I want 10 users. Then we will start the session. Because it's 5:26, we want to stop by 5:35. So 50 users can log in. So it's very interesting. Another 2 more users. We will start. When we reach 10, I will start. Another 2 more users kindly join. Just click this link in the chat box or type myquiz.org/p/741-436. 9. One more users. Let me know if you are facing any issue. I will give 1 more minute. If you are facing any issue, let me know. We can help you out. Oh, it has come down.
Hello.
Hare Krishna Mataji. You have to type this link called myquiz.org/p741436. It is there in the chat box. You just click on the chat box, that link, it will automatically take you to the login page.
Sir, we haven't received the chat yet.
Okay, are you able to see my screen? The screen I have put it. I can put it one more time. I have chatted again.
Okay.
You can
Once
see
again.
https://
Yes, sir. I got the link. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just click on the link.
Okay.
That's it.
Hello.
Yeah. Just click on the link. You might
Okay.
need to provide your email ID. Then it will log you in. Okay. Yes, we have 10 people. Now the quiz is starting. Now, how many
1
books
second, sir.
Srila? Yeah, no problem. You can join, no problem, as you progress. So people can start attending it. How many books Srila Prabhupada published? How many books Srila Prabhupada did publish? We spoke about it in the session. You can try. No problem. Question answer wrong or right. It's just for fun. So recollect. This way we can remember whatever I spoke. Okay, the time's up. And the answer is 147. So 22,000 number of slokas he did it actually. The next question is, when did Srila Prabhupada disappear from this planet? When did Srila Prabhupada disappear? In the biodata, if you would have remembered, you would have seen it. Which year Prabhupada did pass away from this planet?
1977.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, the next question. So, how many children Srila Prabhupada had? He had a son and daughters. You have to include the daughters as well. How many sons and daughters Prabhupada had? I orally told, it was not there in the presentation, but I did tell you.
4.
Okay, you should not tell orally. You have to type it. Okay, let's see the. Okay, let us see the. Oh, okay, excellent. Those who told 4, congratulations. We are moving on to the next question. Okay, how long it will take to read Srila Prabhupada books if you have to read one book per month? I mentioned a couple of points. How long does it take to read Prabhupada? All 147 books every month. Let's say I'm reading one book. How many years it would take? It is this all in years. 14 years, 15 years, 49 years, 13 years. Okay, time's up.
15 years.
The right answer is 13 years.
144.
These are some of the states are confusing. That's okay. What is the birthplace? This is the place where under the tree he was born. That's the place I was referring to. He was born under the jackfruit tree. Then we saw that video as well. There was one of the temple as well. We saw the jackfruit tree. What is that place where Prabhupada's birthplace?
Taliguna.
Ribol, thank you very much. Govinda Bhavan is the place where he used to stay with his father. It's not a birthplace. From there he moved on to Govinda Bhavan and Vrindavan where he stayed. Now, how many disciples he made within 11 years of the period? He made so many disciples. How many disciples should have had?
10,000 Prabhuji.
See, you should not tell the answer before this time comes up. After that you can tell, because people will change the answers. Some of them may not know. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. At least this one everybody should get right. Somebody said 8,000 also. Okay, no problem. The next questions. We have 3 more questions. 7, 8 and 9. Okay. How many temples he established? This everyone should get 100% right. I don't want any wrong answers. Don't tell answers, but how many temples he established, Prabhupada? This is very easy. Everyone should get it correct. I don't want any wrong answers for this.
108.
You should not tell the answers now. And there is no fun in doing this. Well, somebody said 90. Okay, no problem. 108 temples. At least we are close. Okay, the next one. Srila Prabhupada, which year he was born? Which year? Which year he was born?
1896.
We don't know the answer. We don't know the right wrong answer. You have to wait.
1886.
Okay, 96. 1896. That's where he was born. Okay, now how long it take to read Srimad Bhagavatam? 18 slokas is there. If you read every day one sloka, how many years it is to take? There are 18,000 slokas in Srimad Bhagavatam. If you read every day one sloka, that's basically, one day sloka means 365 days slokas in a year. You have to calculate.
5 years.
No, it takes 49 years to read if you read one shloka per day. 18,000 shlokas, 365 every day you can read. 1 year only you can 365 days. Okay, Vidya, Sankarshan, Nitaidas, Samrat, Gayatri, Ramani Mataji, they are the top 5. Amazing. Thank you very much for joining today. And I am stopping here for any questions or clarification. And I want your feedback. Sorry, I didn't have poll today. I don't know old polls are there or not. I will create it in terms of speed, content. Did you like it? You can orally tell or you can chat, unmute and tell. Next time I will have a poll conducted. This time I didn't have time to do that. So kindly please let me know. You will be attending next week. If say yes, then you type yes in the chat box. If you're going to attend next week, you like the session today, you want to attend it and you want to tell your friends, type yes. Then I will know that you like the session. Very good. Thank you, Samrat, Vishaka Mataji. Thank you so much. Shobana Madhuri. Vaidyanathan, thank you. Saikumar Prabhu, Smithikesha Prabhu, thank you very much. No problem. Mataji, thank you. Sridhar, Sudha Mataji, thank you.
Hello, எங்க டைப் பண்ணனும்னு தெரியல.
அந்த chat box இருக்கு மாதாஜி. chat boxல நீங்க டைப் பண்ணலாம். பரவாயில்லை. You can orally, Mataji, you can orally tell also. Thank you very much.
I am ready. நான் வர
You're happy?
இருக்கேன்.
வரல
Yeah, I am very happy.
நீங்க அடுத்த வாரத்துல இருந்து வாங்க. நாங்க தமிழ் செஷன் பண்ண போறோம். கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு நீங்க தமிழ் செஷன் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணலாம்.
இல்ல வேண்டாம் எனக்கு. I am ready. இல்ல கன்னடம் ஓகே. நான் கன்னடம் படிச்சு எழுதி எல்லாமே பண்ண முடியும்.
Okay, then you join every Sunday 4:15 we will have. Next week I will do chapter 2, chapter 3 if possible. If not, I will do chapter 2. Initially I might go slow, but week after that 2 chapters every week we going to do. 4:15 we will start and 5:30 we want to complete it. So it is already 5:36 because we started 5 minutes late today. I'm ending at 5:35 today. Thank you very much. Unless anybody wants to give any feedback orally, writing it, you can do that. If not, in another minute, I'll be stopping the session. And one more humble request, please post it to your friends, family members, invite them, please get them the mercy. Don't be conjuice. So you have to request, that's one humble request. And anybody wants to pay for the book, you can join our Google. If you're not joined our WhatsApp group, kindly join our WhatsApp group. And WhatsApp group, I will send you the link for the payment. If you send the payment, then the books will be couriered to you. You have my email.
ஒரு क्वेश्चन ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஒரே ஒரு क्वेश्चन. இப்போ நீங்க அனுப்பின எல்லாமே இதுல சேவ் ஆயிருக்குமா இல்ல நாங்க சேவ் பண்ணிக்கலாமா?
என்ன அனுப்பிச்சேன்?
இப்போ பிபிடி இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தமே.
இதுல நான் YouTube சேனல்ல லிங்க் அனுப்புவேன். இந்த ரெக்கார்டட் இங்க உங்களுக்கு இருக்காது. நான் அதை டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி அது யூடியூப்ல போட்டு யூடியூப் லிங்க் அனுப்புவேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங் யூ ஹேவ் டு ஜாயின் அவர் வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப். மை மொபைல் நம்பர் இஸ் 9900117108. இதுக்கு ஒரு மெசேஜோ டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இந்த லிங்க் அனுப்புவேன். அந்த லிங்க் வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்ல ஜாயின் ஆயிட்டீங்கன்னா வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்ல ஐ வில் பி போஸ்டிங் த லிங்க், எவ்ரிதிங், ஆல் த டீடைல்ஸ் வில் பி தேர் இன் த வாட்ஸ்அப். ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் ஜாயின் வாட்ஸ்அப். A mobile number is 9900117108. You have to text me if you are not already joined the group. Then in the group you can follow whatever you want.
Just a minute, ஒரு நிமிஷம் நான் உங்க நம்பரை நோட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
Okay.
ஒரே ஒரு செகண்ட் தான்.
No problem, take your time.
ஒரு செகண்ட்.
Yeah. Anybody else, any other feedback? Yeah, no problem, take your time.
நம்பர் சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ
9900
ஐயா
11 7 108.
108. Okay.
9900117108. இதுக்கு ஒரு டெக்ஸ்ட் மெசேஜ் அனுப்புனீங்கன்னா போதும், எனக்கு நான் உங்களை ஆட் பண்ணிடுவேன் வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்ல.
ஓகே சார், thank you. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else, any feedback? Hare Krishna, quickly. I before I end up. Sridhar, Sanjana, Ram Prasad. Did you enjoy the session? Was it useful?
Yeah, useful. Hare Krishna.
Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
It
Krishna.
was very informative, very informative, Guruji. It's very happy to attend. It is very good thing that we are knowing about Srila Prabhupada ji.
Yes.
And actually we follow. So blessed to know all the info.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to end it in a minute. Unless anybody wants to speak anything, you can do that. If not, you can personally chat with me. I've given my mobile number. We are accessible all the time if you want any help. And we'll be doing a lot of other courses which I'll be keep communicating. Every Saturday at 8:45, I'm doing Kannada class on holy name chanting. Then also weekly classes we conduct English and various languages. There are a lot of admins in the channel. They are conducting it on Sundays. So you feel free to contact us. We will guide you to the respective team, and also few more courses shortly coming up. We will be announcing it shortly. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I'm ending the session. Thank you very much again.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.